Hey guys, and welcome back to Top Cheddar Sports. It is Tuesday, so I, Spencer, am going to be talking about everything that's been going on in the NBA, and to be totally honest, not a whole lot has been going down, so I'm just going to hit on a couple of things that I think are important, and we'll move on. Everybody can go back to playing Pokemon, and, we'll all be better for it. So probably the biggest news from the week is that Carmelo Anthony is back in the NBA. He signed with the Blazers now. Anthony was an all-star player for many years, one of the best players in the league for quite some time. And he had a pretty drastic drop-off a couple of years ago. Couldn't bounce around, couldn't really find home, and he has now found that with the Blazers. It'll be interesting to see if he actually, can return to form, or if he's going to continue to play at the level at which he's been for the time being. Pretty much the lead MVP candidate, in my opinion, is Luka Doncic, and this week he kept it up. He posted a 40-point triple-double. It was his 6th triple-double on the year. He is now the second youngest player in the NBA to ever record a 40-point triple-double. The man is balling out like crazy. He's going up against LeBron like it's nothing. And in my opinion, he's the clear-cut favorite. Obviously, James Harden is having a really good year himself, probably dropping 65 points a game or something like that. He clearly doesn't need anybody on that team with him. Giannis is, I think, the actual Vegas MVP favorite. And that's a pretty good bet as well. But in my opinion, people should not be sleeping on Luka anymore. If you slept on him on last year, for whatever reason, if you thought Trae Young was better, you're an idiot. Trae Young is very good, though. Sorry, Trae. But Luka, nobody has more fun playing the game. At least it looks that way. He and Kristaps are a formidable duo, and I love to see it. Paul George this past week made his much-anticipated debut for the Clippers, and no surprises, he went out and did Paul George things. He has been on fire since joining the team. It's awesome to see. You hate seeing the best players sit out. He is sitting out no longer, so that's awesome. And kind of continuing with that, because we're going to talk about the Clippers some more now with Kawhi Leonard and the league's load management problem. The league is trying to pass off, certain injuries as it's just load management to try and, keep players from potentially having to hit, the injured list or what have you. And that's a legitimate concern because the NBA is obviously the type of league where with back-to-backs, with how much running back and forth you're doing, guys need days off frequently. It's not like the NFL where you have a whole week before you play another game. So, a lot of stars will get rests while, the rest of the team goes out and does their thing, especially against lesser teams, typically. But this is a legitimate issue that, needs to be addressed, and, you can't have people, fudging the numbers and making things up just to ensure that they don't have to put their star player on the injured list. So it'll be interesting to see how the league starts to monitor this more. The NBA is typically very on top of things like this. They're very on top of collusion and all that fun stuff. So I definitely think this is something that they'll take seriously and they will monitor very well. That does it really, honestly, for everything that's been going on in the NBA. Not a whole lot, like I said. Basically what it comes down to in the NBA is what the teams as a whole have been doing. And so run down the standings real quick, just kind of highlighting the top, I guess we'll highlight the top 8, the teams that would, if the season ended today, 13 games in, who would be in the playoffs. So in the East, we've got the Celtics at the top. They have been red hot. They rattled off a 10-game winning streak that just got snapped. They are 11-2. The Bucks are right behind them, 10-3. Both those teams, good teams. There's a team that I wish was above them, but we'll get there in 3 more teams. The Heat are third, and that's, I think, probably the biggest surprise of this top 3. But it's a scrappy team. They're making it work, so good on them. The Toronto Raptors come in at 4th, 9-4. I don't know if I said the Heat's record. They're 9-3. But the Raptors are 9-4. Your reigning champs. The Sixers are 8-5, and let me tell you, I'm pissed off about that. But they had a run over in the West that did not fare well. So we got a 1-game winning streak. The Pacers are right behind us. They are 8-6, followed by the Magic 6-7, and the Hornets 6-8. No surprise there that 2 teams in the playoff hunt right now have losing records, and that will probably be the case at the end of the year. Over in the West, tied for the best record in the entire league is the Lakers. Oh, great. Another Lakers-Celtics rivalry. Yay! They're followed by the Rockets, 11-3. I'm actually surprised at how well the Rockets have come out with Harden and Brody, but they've done well. Nuggets are 9-3. They're my favorites in the West, followed by the Clippers, 9-5. That's also kind of a surprise to me because they didn't have George for a while. Now they're kind of dealing with and without Leonard. Mavericks are 5th. Love it. Jazz are 6th. Okay with it. Suns are 7th. Little weird, but they're starting to fall like we all thought they would. And the Timberwolves, hate it, are 8th. And the reason I hate it is because the Kings, I know I said I was going to say the top 8, but the Kings are 9th, and they're I have faith in them. And, you know, pardon my French, but s'il vous plaît, Karl Anthony Towns. That does it for Top Cheddar Sports. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so that is hockey day. So come right back here, same time, same place, to get all your hockey news from the past week. And that's it. That's it for me forever. I'm leaving Top Cheddar Sports. It's been a fun, crazy ride. Oh, hang on. Yeah? Okay. Well, I would need probably double that. Okay. Alright, yeah, thanks, Vic. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I love you too. Weirdo. Yeah, I'm finishing up NBA. Yes, I'll be back. I'll be back for baseball next week. Okay. 10-day contract. Got it. All right. Bye-bye.